Welcome aboard the Viking Jarl. This week, I want to answer an easy question. What is it like to take a Viking cruise unmarried under the age of 30? I don't fit the demographic, but I think there's still a lot of fun to be had as we cruise down the Danube here in Germany, starting in Regensburg, Germany, down to Budapest, Hungary. So come with me this week and let's see what it's all about. All right, welcome again aboard the Viking Jarl. Let's go for a tour of the top deck. We'll give you a little bit of a sightseeing view and show you the amenities. So in the back of the ship, where we are now, they do have a crew-only area to provide them a little bit of a respite. But here we are in the herb garden. There is a putting green, some smoking areas, and of course, shuffleboard. Being it is that the target demographic is, uh, older adults. We'll say 65 plus. So up here, we do have a lot of seating. There's no pool or anything. I mean, there's not room for it, but again, you don't need it. The Danube's not great for swimming. The ship's not great for swimming. However, you don't come on these to swim. You come on these to relax and see Europe from a different point of view. You do have a fold-up sunroom, provide a little bit of shade on a hot day, and likewise plenty of lounge seating. Continuing on, if you see the gray in front of me, there is a walking track. I haven't personally needed to use it, but it is there for the option if you need it. Likewise, you move further up here, moving towards the front of the ship, towards the bow. You see the white box ahead. That is the bridge where Captain is up there navving us. Obviously not today as we are in port in Vienna, but normally he'd be up there hanging out with these side consoles that kind of look like grills to use to steer the ship into port, likewise one on each side. And one neat thing about this is it does raise and lower, as some of these bridges are pretty low and you can't get under them without the bridge height changing. As we continue, we'll continue downstairs to the Aquavie terrace where you can sit on the front of the ship, have lunch, dinner, or just perhaps a cocktail and look out and take in the sights. All right, here we are on the Aquavie terrace. They are currently between lunch and dinner, but still a good time to view the river.
We have
Again, more seating areas, lounging areas. There is a breakfast buffet. Never enough food and bev. Here we'll continue into the Viking Lounge where a lot of the evening entertainment is. And it's a fun place to just kind of hang out. We like to hang out here a lot at night, cocktails. Great bar selection, great bar staff. We do have a coffee espresso machine, plenty of cookies, snacks, still in sparkling water. Again, they're good at keeping you hydrated on these ships. And we'll continue now into the main lobby atrium. All right. So here we are in the reading room. Again, we're part of the main lobby. Sunlight above, and over here, kind of what I'm facing, I'm looking at their reading wall, but here's a good place to sit, curl up, enjoy a book, or just sit and enjoy outside from the comfort of the air conditioning, whether it might be too hot or too cold outside. But again, comfortable place to just sit, enjoy a cocktail, or just maybe have a nice conversation after dinner. Short elevator ride. Now we're in the lobby. So we're between meals. The dining room's unfortunately closed. I'll show you perhaps a shot of that later. But you have the maitre d's work area, staircase down to the lower level cabins, staircase up to the second level and the terrace, and then again, the main lobby. Nothing fancy, but it's perfect to get you in, sort you through, and get you where you need to go on ship. Reception area, shopping area, all the amenities. Entering down the staircase to the lower level, we were staying in room 115. As you look down the hallway, you can see that they are very well appointed. Nice artwork, nice finishes. You do feel pretty well at home, maybe a little bit higher end than some cruise ships you might be used to. The ships do have 3 levels of rooms. There are these rooms, which you will see here briefly. There is a balcony suite, and then I believe there's an owner suite, which is kind of like a larger suite off the back of the boat. Here in room 115, we had our 2 beds. You can have them in a twin bed or a king bed format. There's a desk, there's a mini fridge, and a little bit of amenities. And then as you turn and look into the bathroom, kind of your standard fare, you got a glass shower, toilet, sink, and everything you may need. Following up the room tour, that kind of concludes what there is to see on the ship. So let's see what's outside of the ship. All right, time for an afternoon excursion. So let's scan out, grab a water, and let's go see the city. All right, I'm tired. It's a good afternoon in Austria, but I think I want a drink and a snack, so let's go back aboard. Back aboard. Here you can see the lunch menu. Obviously, they do have breakfast, lunch, and dinner services, but it's great because you have the options to have local fare. Likewise, they also have a standard set menu. You can see I had a nice pasta and a nice dessert. There was no food on the boat that would ever disappoint. But enough of that. Let's conclude. Should you go on a Viking cruise under the age of 30? Yes, but also no. At the end of the day, Viking is going after their target audience. That's Americans, Australians, and some Europeans 55 plus. It makes sense in a family setting. If you do have adult children, I would not take young children on this thing. Likewise, I do not recommend Viking if you're either single or if you're young and single. If that's your thing, go for it. Like, you'll have a great time. However, you might find it a little bit hard to socialize and kind of blend into the other people on the ship and other groups on the ship if you are not kind of part of their target demographic. Who is this for? I recommend it for married couples, perhaps older adults. Realistically, yes, 55 plus. That's their target demographic. It is pristine and perfect for that. Yet, I would do it again. I would go with my spouse, or I would go with my significant other. I would do it. So in addition to this video, we did also record kind of a sit-down conversation with me and my brother Addison discussing the Viking Cruise. It's a lot more in detail. Obviously, it's a lot more uncut, and there's a lot less kind of pretty cinematic shots. However, maybe a little bit more detail here that this video perhaps missed. But thank you, Viking, and thank you for watching.